What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today, we're using the Seismitoad Mega Pinsir team once again with Politoed, Seismitoad, Mega Pinsir, Kartana, Tapu Koko, and Incineroar. Let's get started and play some games. So this team in the last episode had a pretty good showcasing. I think we got to bring the Pinsir and Seismitoad. Did do some work. However, I would like Mega Pinsir to do a bit more. I have played a few games, as I said before, with this team, and some of the games I actually really got like Mega Pinsir to do a lot of work. So I'm hoping I get to showcase it in a few battles where Swords Dance Mega Pinsir could be really terrifying to deal with. Of course, we'll always find out. Yet right now, I think we'll try with Mega Pinsir. Of course, as well as Seismitoad. Seismitoad has been an interesting mon. I wish it had a bit more special attack. I really wish it did. It has a really... It's lower compared to like Ludicolo and Kingdra and Golduck, obviously. So, and also the fact that it doesn't get an ice move, which is a pretty big factor. But Sludge Bomb has been pretty cool. But I do have to watch out for Kartana and Gastrodon next to Charizard Y. I think those have been the Pokemon that have given me the most trouble with this team. We did see that in the last episode. If you haven't seen the last episode, I'd recommend go check it out. But also in some of the practice battles, because I remember facing one of those teams as well in practice, and it was just, oh, it was so annoying to deal with. Yet it's taking a while to find our first game, so we'll be right back with the first game of today's episode. All right, we got Roki. VGC from Italy, 1557 rating as our first opponent of the day. Took quite a while to find the game. We got the team of Ferrothorn, Milotic, Tapu Koko, Landorus Fairy, Incineroar, and Tyranitar. So it looks like we are going to be facing off against a Mega Tyranitar here, which is a little bit scary. Definitely a little bit scary. I think what's effective is Kartana. Let's see, I don't really like my own Koko in this matchup. Pinsir doesn't really look too great here. I mean, Feint could be pretty cool, but I don't know if it's exactly worth it. I think I want to go Kartana Seismitoad. Incineroar Politoed in the back, I think. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that a lot. I'm not sure what you're going to lead if you're my opponent. Okay, Pokemon I would think you would bring here. Ferrothorn, 100%. Tyranitar, 100%. I want to say Koko. And I think it's a toss-up depending on the lander set. I think if it's special landers, you bring it because it could help against Kartana and Koko. If not, I think you bring maybe Ferrothorn. I mean, not Ferrothorn, Incineroar. I think that's what you would bring. I'm not exactly too confident of how this will work, but I definitely don't want to lead Incineroar against Milotic. That's a terrible idea. Kartana will pressure to Milotic, which is good. Seismitoad pressures. The only Pokemon that really pressure Kartana are the Incineroar, the Koko, and the Landorus, if it's special. So lead Kartana Seismitoad here, because it covers pretty much everything. Against the Incineroar Ferrothorn. Okay. Not that bad of a turn here. Oh yeah, this is definitely not a bad turn for me. Especially my opponent decides to stay in with both, because what I could do is easily just go back into my Incineroar here for my Kartana and just protect Seismitoad. And next turn I could probably throw off a Hydro Vortex and Incineroar. My opponent might expect this and double out. If I can get rid of Incineroar, my Kartana is looking so good in this matchup. Like, literally, Seismitoad next to Kartana might be able to win. If I get rid of Incineroar, because Incineroar is probably the one thing that's really stopping it right now. So, let's see. We do get this Intimidate off. And protect the Seismitoad. What is my opponent going to go for? Fake out into the Kartana and probably just a Power Whip? No, Leech Seed. Into the Seismitoad. Maybe expecting the Incineroar for that slot. Okay, fair. I got a Flare Blitz now, and I could threaten a ton of damage. Nothing on my opponent's team really likes this. If it's Kartana, I could always double back out, and I'm not really worried about my Milotic. I'd rather just go for the Hydro Vortex here and potentially get a knockout on Incineroar. Because my Milotic can't threaten my Incineroar unless it's literally a boosting item or if it's Hydro Vortex. So let's see what my opponent's going to go out into. And I'm not even sure if he bring my Milotic. I really just don't know if he bring my Milotic here. Therefore, I'm just going to protect. Okay. That's great because now I get the Hydro Vortex into Incineroar, and I'd imagine this picks up the knockout. I'm not sure about an AV set, but I feel like it still might, and even if it doesn't, I'm still not in the worst spot possible. So Hydro Vortex will come out from Seismitoad, and yeah, I just really want this knockout if I can. So Hydro Vortex is going to come out into this Incineroar. How much damage is it going to do? Picks up the knockout. Great. So I don't have to worry about Incineroar threatening my Kartana anymore. My Kartana is pretty safe now. A Flare Blitz will go out into these Ferrothorn. Doesn't really matter. Landers is probably going to come out. I wonder it'd be Tech Rage Landers. Tapu Koko is going to come out. Am I willing to... If I get rid of Coco, I should just be able to win the game. You know what? I'm going to Flare Blitz the Ferrothorn and Earth Power. It's a roll on my Incineroar anyway to KO it. With the Gigavolt Havoc. At least it should be. I did take chip with Fake Out, but I'm not exactly too sure. We'll find out. Because I don't want to go into Politoed or sack Kartana here, because I don't think that's worth it. And if I get rid of Coco here with the Earth Power, I think I should be really good against my opponent's team. Like, extremely good against my opponent's team, because I think then Kartana is just able to win. I don't see how my opponent breaks through Kartana. So, gets the roll on Incineroar, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a roll, but if we can just get the knockout onto this Tapu Koko, I'm in a fantastic spot here. So, Earth Power into Tapu Koko does finish it off, so I'm really happy about that. Tapu Koko goes down, and the Power Whip is going to come out into Seismitoad. Does connect here, but I don't mind. Like, I really don't mind. Seismitoad goes down, but we've seen what kind of Ferrothorn this is. It's Power Whip, Leech Seed, so you and Protect. So you want to assume Gyro Ball is the last move there, so it can't really touch my Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure Tyranitar should be the back Pokemon at this point. Yep. And since it's Mega, Kartana should just be able to win this game now. Like, Kartana should 100% be able to win this game now. Do I predict Tyranitar to protect? I mean, I have no reason not to just go for Sacred Sword and protect, I think, with my Politoed. Yeah, there's really no reason not to. Kartana, again, wins this endgame. You know what? I'm actually just going to Scald the Ferrothorn. I think you have to try to get damage on the Kartana at this point of the game. I think you have to get damage, and if I can burn the Ferrothorn, that just leaves less options for my opponent if you do get like a triple protect with Tyranitar or something like that. I can't let Tyranitar set up a Dragon Dance or get the crunch damage into Kartana, which is important. And Scald might put the Ferrothorn in range of Helping Hand Sacred Sword anyway. Because I'm not exactly too sure if Helping Hand Sacred Sword would knock out the Ferrothorn now. I think it would miss by a little. So I'm just going to go for Sacred Sword and Scald here. As we're going to see the Mega Evolution come out from Tyranitar. And let's see what this is going to be. Probably Protect from Tyranitar or maybe Dragon Dance. You have to go for like some kind of read here. I think you would protect Tyranitar, but I don't think it's worth taking the Iron Barb's damage when I could get a Beast Boost from the Tyranitar and then just win with my Kartana. So Sacred Sword into the Protect. Scald will come out. Unless it's like a Hidden Power Fire Ferrothorn. Which I'm hoping it's not. Scald gets a crit. Leech Seed. Leech Seed's not really going to help my opponent, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, so now I can just go for a Sacred Sword once again, and I'll go for a Scald. It does reveal to be Leftovers Ferrothorn, so really should be like no way for my opponent to win this game at this point. Although it was already looking pretty grim earlier. Without going for a Gyro Ball at this point, giving me multiple opportunities to get a Scald burn, I think I should just be able to win this game by clicking Sacred Sword into Tyranitar and a Scald into Ferrothorn. And then once I get the Beast Boost, Helping Hand +1 Sacred Sword into Ferrothorn will be able to win the game. So no Protect. Sacred Sword should always knock out Tyranitar. What? That actually really not KO? Oh boy, what? Holy cow, what? That's a max attack Sacred Sword right there, and it did not KO Tyranitar. I am really shocked right now. I think Tyranitar has to protect here. Like, holy cow, what the heck? He didn't protect. Just dragging in. I crunch, okay. Gyro Ball in the cart. What the heck? I am very shocked. My mind is still blown. I'm not going for Helping Hand Sacred Sword because Gyro Ball into Iron Barbs might do it. Tyranitar's gonna protect here. Good protect from the following turn. If I get a burn here, I might still be in good shape. Go for the Scald into the Ferrothorn. Gyro Ball. How much does it do? Oh, that does nothing. And I mean nothing. Wow. Okay, that Ferrothorn just... Oh yeah, it's intimidated. Right, why did I think it was at neutral? I should have just always Helping Hand Sacred Sword, I guess, but I really didn't expect Tyranitar to live the attack. I can't eliminate Politoed because Helping Hand Sacred Sword might be able to win this game. I'm really hoping that my opponent doesn't get a double with Tyranitar here at this point. Gyro Ball did a lot less than I thought, though, that's for sure. Last turn of Sand. Doesn't really matter. I just need to hit on Tyranitar. If I knew to calc on Helping Hand Sacred Sword, I might have risked it there. But no matter what, always the play there was to... Okay, it fails to double. Comes down to, do you crit my Kartana with Gyro Ball? Crit might finish me up. Sacred Sword finish off the Tyranitar. Jeez, Mega Tyranitar is a lot bulkier than I thought it would be. Get the Beast Boost. Power up into Politoed. Perfect. Oh boy. Okay, that should seal it. Helping Hand Sacred Sword. No matter how many protects you get, you need like 5 or 6 or something like that. And since you're leftovers, there's no possible way you're knocking out my Kartana. So we will go for Sacred Sword, and we will go for Helping Hand. That would be able to knock out the Ferrothorn. Go for Helping Hand. We might see a Protect here. I could see Protect. Nope, no Protect, so Sacred Sword. +1, Helping Hand boosted. Knocks out the Ferrothorn. Able to pick up a win there. Well, actually, I think I would still won even if I didn't get it, because apparently the Iron Barbs did less than I thought, so I think I would have been able to live with Gyro Ball, it looks like. But wow. I learned something new every day. I really wonder about that calc. I wonder if that was like Eevee to calc survive that, because I didn't think it would be possible to live a Sacred Sword from Max Attack Kartana on a Mega Tyranitar. Like, what? I just don't see that. But able to pick up a win, which is really nice. A lot closer than I really expected. Like, a lot closer than I was expecting. What the heck? Able to pick up a win in a really close game. But, yeah, very nice play from my opponent, though. The crunch on my double protect and then protecting. I think my opponent expected me to double protect there. So, very nicely played there on that part. But luckily, did not get the double. Well, even if we got the double, it didn't look like he would win at that point. Well, it depends. If +1 Sacred Sword knocks out Ferrothorn, you can't win. But if you target on the Politoed, you might be able to win. So, really comes down to that, I think. I think if that was the case, I would have had to go for the Scald into the Ferrothorn slot the following turn. Hope for a burn, so an Iron Barb's hit into Gyro Ball wouldn't knock out my Kartana at that range. I think that was my best play if my opponent got the double protect. It might have came down to a triple. It's definitely a potential option, but luckily able to pull through with a win. Kartana. I don't know what to say. I really just didn't expect that. Otherwise, I think we'll be right back with the second game of today's episode because it's taking quite a while to find a second game. So, we'll be right back with the second game of today's episode. Alright, we got Rirai from Japan, 70-10 rating. Team Metagross, Naganadel, Incineroar, Tapu Lele, Thundurus, Incarnate, and Gyarados. Interesting composition here. I don't like my Pinsir once again. I just don't feel like I can bring Pinsir in this one. I think I need Politoed. Seismitoad. I think I need Coco, and I think I need Kartana, because Kartana helps with like Lele and Gyarados. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Then again, I just realized Lele Metagross and my opponent gets a Tailwind up could be extremely scary. I also don't know if it's dual Mega with Gyarados or it could be a Z-move Gyarados. It could be Scarf Lele. There's a lot of potential options for my opponent's team. Really cool team though. Very cool team. I wonder what the Thundurus' role is. Z-move? Maybe it's Rain Dance to help with like the Charizard matchup? We'll find out, I guess. So, what is my opponent going to lead here? I don't know what he would lead. I think it would be maybe Naganadel here. I think Naganadel plus Metagross? You need Gyarados, that makes it a little interesting. I can't let Gyarados set up ever, so I'm just going to keep Icy Winding the Gyarados and maybe just Earth Power the Naganadel slot. Gyarados is a little bit scary. Especially Z. Z Gyarados would be scary. Maybe I should let Coco Kartana. I think Coco Kartana might have been better. Naganadel Lele. Okay. Hydro Vortex should be able to knock out Lele. An Icy Wind should be able to punish anything else. So you know what? I'm gonna go for the Icy Wind. And a Hydro Vortex. Even though this could be just an obvious Protect Tailwind, I feel like it's the better play because I could Protect Seismitoad the following turn and Icy Wind potentially. So let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Scarf Snarl Naganadel, what? That's a new one. I've seen Scarf Naganadel, but not Snarl. I've seen Hidden Power, Sludge Bomb, Fire Move, Dragon Move. This is not gonna knock out Lele. There's no way it does. So close. Here's the Shower Psyche. Who's it going out into? Shower Psyche into Politoed or Seismitoad? Seismitoad, okay. Oh man. Not exactly the turn I wanted, but not the worst turn, I guess. I still get the Icy Wind off. Yep, I connect with both. Great. Doesn't do much damage to my opponent's Naganadel, but it's still okay. We'll go Coco here. I think Naganadel would switch out. I don't think you want to be locked into Snarl against these Pokemon. And I really want to get a Scald off because I don't think Icy Wind really helps against Naganadel. Yeah, it really doesn't. And I'm not really going to catch anything with a switch. So, Gleam plus Scald, I think in the Naganadel is a fine play here. Naganadel is going to retreat. Nice. Into Thunderous. Okay, so I get a decent amount of damage onto the Thunderous, which isn't too bad. And I knock out the Lele, which is good. So, Lele going to go down. I do a lot to the Thunderous. Jeez. As here comes the Scald into the Thunder slot. Good damage. And I get a burn, which is actually pretty big. That burn is pretty big. I wonder if it's Life Orb Thunderous. Naganadel gonna come out. Life Orb should be the only way that this Thunderous can knock me out, unless it's maybe Specs. I think I'm just gonna Icy Wind and switch out into Kartana. Yeah. That is my best play, I think. Because I can take a Sludge Bomb here. Not sure if it's worth it. You might double up Politoed, however. That is definitely a potential possibility. Sludge Bomb into Kartana, though. That's nice. Here comes a Thunderbolt. Into my Politoed. I should survive this. Yes! Politoed living. And it was Life Orb Thunderous, actually. So I was actually able to survive that no matter what. Able to get the Mago Berry and Icy Wind. Great. So able to slow down this Thunderous as well as this Naganadel. Knock out the Thunderous. Okay. Not a bad spot. Gyarados is the last one. That makes things a little bit interesting. If you want to set up, you have to double... I don't care if you want to set up, right? No, I don't. I think I just Sacred Sword to Naganadel and Icy Wind here. Yeah, because Sacred Sword does a good amount. You have to double up my Politoed if you want to pick up the knockout. Or you could get a crit. That's actually kind of bad. Dragonance. I do have Tailwind, though. I do have Tailwind. This... Actually, no, I think I'm fine, actually. I go Coco here. It might come down to a Waterfall Flinch on Kartana, though. I don't know if you're going to target down Coco or if you're going to target down my Kartana, but moment of truth here. I'm going to Tailwind. And Protect. I wanted the Sacred Sword damage, so I put the Naganadel in range of what I needed to. It's really going to come down to if my opponent goes for the Waterfall Flinch into Kartana. There's no Mega Evolution. Is it Dragon Dance once again? Waterfall into Coco. Okay, that should win me the game. So I'm going to Tailwind with Kartana. Sludge Bomb going to come out into Coco. And right here, I'm going to go for the Gleam Leaf Blade combination. I'm pretty sure Gleam should finish off the Naganadel anyway, but just to be extra safe, I will go for the Gleam Sacred Sword, Leaf Blade, because if I don't knock out Naganadel, I get the Beast Boost with Kartana. I have my Sash. I should still be able to win the game. And if Gyarados goes for the Protect, I mean, I should still be fine, regardless. And Gyarados is actually going to go for the Protect, maybe hoping that I would mess up there, go for the Electric type move, or if my opponent's Naganadel can live the Gleam. But I don't think it can live the Gleam. But even then, I still Leaf Bladed the Naganadel slot just in case. Naganadel goes down. Great. My opponent might be going for the Triple Protect, but even then, he would have to play Mind Games against my Coco and Kartana getting up Tailwind once again. So I think I'm still fine regardless. For the Volt Switch. And the Leaf. And even if you attack there, I think it was fine. The match is going to be forfeited. We're going to take 2 wins with today's team. Crazy battles. I did not expect the turn 1 to happen at all. That was a crazy turn 1. That was an absolutely insane turn 1. But able to pull through even after some crazy stuff. Politoed able to come out, do some work. Let's see. Kartana was able to do some work. Politoed was able to do work. Seismitoad and Coco. Unfortunately, and Incineroar, I guess. Yeah, Incineroar also put it. No, actually, it only really just intimidated, but it was still pretty useful overall. We just didn't get to bring the Pinsir today, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hopefully we will be able to bring out the Mega Pinsir in the next episode and hopefully get some sword stances up. I just don't feel like it had a positive matchup against today's teams, but Seismitoad's still able to put in some work. But hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show us your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff in the description, such as my social medias and the side series on my channel and previous episodes if you have missed them. You can also check out the team if you want to try it out. There is a page spin of it down below if you want to go try it out on Pokemon Showdown, EV spreads, and all that good stuff. And of course, feel free to leave a comment as I do read them. And check out my Twitch channel because I have been streaming quite frequently recently, and I highly recommend, if you haven't been to one of my live streams, they are pretty fun, so highly recommend go check it out. I do viewer battles, I do battle spot, I do a lot of stuff VGC related, so go check it out down below. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.